For years, people in California were afraid to sleep in their own homes. Doors locked, windows checked, lights left on, because there was a man who could enter your house at night without making a sound. He didn't just steal, he watched, he planned, and then he attacked. The police were chasing him for years, but he kept disappearing until one day, decades later, they found him. And the scariest part, he wasn't hiding in the shadows, he was living a completely normal life. This is the story of the Golden State Killer, and the man behind it, Joseph James DeAngelo. In the 1970s, a series of break-ins started happening across California, especially in quiet suburban neighborhoods. At first, it didn't seem like much, just someone entering homes, stealing small things, moving objects around. But victims later said something felt off. It wasn't just theft, it felt like someone had been watching them, studying their routines. Then the crimes escalated. The same man began entering homes at night while people were sleeping. He would tie up his victims, control the entire situation, and carry out violent attacks before disappearing into the dark. What made it worse was how careful it was. He wore gloves, he avoided leaving clear evidence, and every time the police thought they were close, he would vanish again. As the years went on, the attacks spread across different areas. Investigators eventually realized they weren't dealing with separate criminals. It was one person responsible for dozens of crimes. The media gave him a name, the Golden State Killer, and fear spread everywhere. People started changing their lifestyles. Neighborhoods became quieter. Suspicion grew. But here's what made this case even more frustrating. There were patterns. He often targeted small types of homes. He seemed to know the layout of neighborhoods. He even made phone calls to victims after the attacks. This wasn't random, it was controlled, planned, and personal. And yet, no one could identify him. Over time, the attacks stopped. Just like that. No arrest, no explanation. It was just like he disappeared completely. Years passed, then decades. The case slowly went cold, and many people believed it would never be found. But in 2018, everything changed. Investigators decided to try something new: genetic genealogy. They took DNA from the crime scenes and compared it to public family databases, not to find him directly, but to find relatives. And from there, they built a family tree, step by step, name by name, until it led them to one person, Joseph James DeAngelo. And when they found him, it shocked everyone. He wasn't some mysterious figure hiding somewhere far away. He was living a normal life. A former police officer, a neighbor, someone people could pass on the streets without thinking twice. After over 40 years, he was finally arrested, and in 2020, he confessed to his crimes and was sentenced to life in prison. But honestly, what makes this case so disturbing isn't just what he did, it's how long he lived among the people, unnoticed, like nothing ever happened. If you want more real stories like this, subscribe to the Unseen Case Journal and tell me in the comments, do you think cases like this can still exist today without anyone knowing?